Welcome to RollxPlay. You've joined us for our Still Hearts recap, where we look back at events in the Sunday campaign as a quick reminder on the story so far, to keep you up to date with what's going on, and as a slight refresher to get back in the story with us. If you know anyone who could be interested in joining the stories we tell, then please share this video. And as well, subscribe if you haven't already. It helps out a lot, and it allows us to make more videos like this in the future. You can find a full playlist of the campaign down below in the description, and everything else we do as well. Without further ado, let's get into it, role players. Our story began in the Whispering Woods, where a small town known as Lindell was greeted by the arrival of a travelling circus act, the mischievous marauding Muttheads. But little did they know that it wasn't going to be the circus that would bring a show that night. A wide-eyed tiefling known as Ven came alone to the town, but hidden from sight and seen only by him, a shadow that talks to Ven and whose personality shifted between two states, discord and melody. A constant companion to Ven as he looked forward to a new chapter in his life. Next to arrive was a pair, two Asamas of distinct origin, Thorn and Sienna, friends who have been journeying together for some time now, having met on the road and gaining this strong friendship through several hardships. Sienna, the more approachable and friendly type, helping those she can, whilst Thorn was, as the name suggests, prickly to say the least. Already staying with the travelling circus, for he intends to travel at the same location, a private detective, Thodane, with a one-way ticket to the continent of Leirance, hundreds of miles away. Thodane, although being a capable detective, carries a very personal quest, as twin circus performers Mork and Corm, who will later be referred to by a more unsavoury name, began making a mess of Lindell. These four found themselves involved in that mess. With some misunderstandings being clarified, a couple of them found their own lodging and began to meet some more members of this circus. Invited to the circus, many went to watch the performances, with Thorn staying behind in her cabin. As night drew, and the lone Thorn lost control of her own mind, and the frustrations of the day intensified into her becoming something primal, a secret she carries with her. With the performance in mid-swing, there was something off. Thodane investigated the woods to find one of the twins in dire need of help, and approaching from the edge of the woods, a strange man, a weary traveller. Introducing himself as Fennel, a triton from the seas with a very fish-out-of-water sensibility of the world. Seeing as help was needed, he aided the injured circus performer alongside Thodane. Meeting up with Sienna and Ven, the four, now together, went on to uncover what's going on in the woods. They came across a hybrid creature, a tiger of pink fur standing on two legs, blood scattered across ripped clothing, and the other twin performer in its clutches. Sienna put herself in harm's way as the rest prepared for a fight to break out. But, attempting to calm the beast, she succeeded, and everyone watched as the beast reverted into her travelling companion Thorn. Informing the group of this curse, they decide to all stick together to keep her curse a secret. Now, travelling with the circus, they have a few days to get to know each other before they reach Transvalar. Their goal seemingly aligned, all wanting either a new start at life or to continue their business. The five agreed to travel beyond Transvalar, joining Thodane on the airship to the continent of Leirance. I'll be honest, my choreography is sometimes a little bit complex, so I can understand that it gets a bit jarbled, a bit confusing, but it'll be on the night, it'll be fine. Plus, as well, since you won't be dancing, I'm going to get Fennel, and we're going to dance together, but we can still do the singing included in the act. Fennel, I've heard his voice. It's not. Yes. So we will just we'll just play through the motions, right? Are you happy with that?
If you... I don't know. I feel a bit embarrassed right now.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I've never performed for such a big audience, and I don't want to make a fool of myself.
Do you get stage fright?
Sometimes.
Well, look, a little trick that I have is I picture the audience dead. If you just picture them all dead.
Jesus Christ!
I think that would make it worse. No offense. You know.
What the fuck is her problem?
I beg to differ. I find it really helps. If they're a corpse,
You know,
they have no reaction.
I actually promised I would help Rory with the lunch, so I kind of have to go. now.
I left the oven on.
Oh my god!
You know,
What is going on?
so we can talk about it later.
Well,
Last session you were so smitten and now you're scared.
while building a fondness for some members of this circus and a rivalry with some others, there was one night on their journey that brought concern. A couple of messages were left with the circus, hand-delivered to circus performers Sarah and Jacob, and another for Thodain. Thodain's contained a strange message and a sending stone, which he promptly received a message through. A harsh, mysterious voice seemingly obsessed with Thodain, whilst the other letter addressed to Sarah and Jacob left them scared enough to leave the family they had made. Written by a man called Siren, an individual that Thorn seems to know all too well.
Like I said, once we get to Layrons, I'm going to call in a few favours and see what avenues we can go down to get some answers. I'm going to can I minor illusion my beard away?
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah, cool. And then I'm going to hold it up.
She sees that and she sort of like backs away a bit, just like, oh. Not expecting it. Not in disgust, just not expecting it.
Yeah, no, I'm aware, like, I don't quite like having my chin out in the open air. Well, it's actually not, I've just put a mask over. Anyway, that's my face.
Okay.
So, I need to keep this.
Thorn,
Because whoever sent me this...
as he's holding it by his side, you see it begin to glow.
I smack it away immediately. Smack it.
Smack it to the ground out of his hand. It just kind of rolls around for a moment, but you hear a voice begin to emanate.
Oh, Thodain! I've only just received your message, I'll be honest. I was having a bit of a nap, so apologies for that. I would have answered straight away otherwise. We can discuss things as time continues. We don't have to spoil things now. We have plenty of digging to do. See you soon. Bye. Love you.
What the fuck? What?
Did he just make a dwarf joke? Did he make a dwarf joke with the digging? I
Yes, he did.
Do I recognize that voice?
It's not a voice you've heard before.
Oh, thank God. Told you it's two different people.
Okay, so she's like, she had her knife out in the hilt, like ready to smash it with the butt of her knife, and she just immediately relaxes, and just relief just washes over her entire body.
The leader of the circus, Dargar, brought the group in with open arms, and those who fancied the challenge could help in the Martette's first grand performance in Transvalar. Sensing something holding back Ven from embracing the joy of performing, Dargar approached him in private, and although he was a trusted man, something was holding Ven back from opening up. If you wish to join me on stage, it will be my honor. Ven, I heard your voice, and there is a captivating essence there that I want you to pursue. Don't think that you must sit in the sidelines with such a gift.
I'd have a question. You travel a lot, presumably, right?
I do,
Circus and
yes.
You have performed before in Layrons, perhaps, or is most around?
Many areas of Layrons.
Siftos, Alexia, many different places.
Do you perhaps know anyone by the name or know anything about Redship? Zarduv?
Is this a nobleman, perhaps, from Leirons?
Yes, yeah, I think so.
Yes, I believe he was one of our VIP seats when we performed several years ago. A very interesting fellow. Very smiley, I'd say. He was a little rude, a little... I'm sorry if he's a friend of yours, but a little bit not my cup of tea.
That's fair. Just wanted to know if you knew anything about the guy.
Some sort of scholar. A professor, perhaps. A professor rings a bell.
In which city was that?
It's the main capital, Alexia.
Oh.
It is the City of Lights.
Throughout this journey, we learn a bit more about each of them, including Final, who shares with the group that he is an ambassador to the Tritons, looking at different cultures around the world and learning from them, learning how they live, exploring the many ways of life with an eagerness to share his findings with his people. He tells the group he is a neutral to anything the Triton Queen does, as rumours increase of conflict over the highly disputed continent of Ishvahi. He hopes that his work can help lessen any aggressions. Arriving at the holy city of Transvalar brought Thodane's mission ahead. Whilst the others explored the city, Thodane looked to uncover the secrets of his sister Kivli, a once beloved paladin of Bahamut and soon-to-be successor to the city's leader Corthic Brighthearth. She was convicted of high heresy, aligning herself with a cult that wishes to eradicate all gods known as the Awoken. A group which has tried and failed to do so throughout history. His search leads to several names, a letter, and some insights left behind by Kiv before she was taken away. Very hard to find if you didn't know your sister.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at it.
It says, "Hey short ass, hopefully you're as good at finding clues as Mum. There's an organization hidden from the public, and its shit runs deep. Deeper than deep. I think Mum and Dad are in trouble. If you're reading this, then I'm probably dead. I don't know who to trust. Shit, you might be involved. It's been so long, so good luck, little bro. And if you need anyone for help, Corthic Brighthearth, Calliope Deshab, and Antonia Yarrow, they're like family."
And what was that last name?
Antonia Yarrow.
Sienna met up with her sister Antonia, a paladin of Moradin, but when looking for her, they came across a breakout. 2 prisoners had escaped the local garrison, creatures who had an endless hunger to them. Subduing them and meeting Antonia, she informed them that they were prisoners pertaining to the Void, a group of acolytes who worship the iconography of a red spiral. Antonia helps with the investigation into Kivli, as she informs the 2 of them, alongside a third, were in the running to take on the mantle of leader to Transvalar. Saying a fond farewell to Sienna, she informs her that she will be going on a path of discovery for Moradin, a trek through the dangerous Howling Mountains. Whilst in Transvalar, Ven sees a man bearing a very familiar face of someone who only brings bad memories of their past. This Ricker being incredibly confused by this outburst. The rest of the party are there to comfort Ven, but they are also left confused as to why this happened without any sort of aggression. Ven, still struggling to open up, hides their thoughts to themselves. Thorn finds the city overwhelming, with moments where the tiger is ready to unleash, but Gildana, a performer at the circus who started off at ends with Thorn, comes to help her and breaks up the harsh, busy streets for a more calm surroundings. The 2 open up about their insecurities, helping to chip away at Thorn's very thick shell. as she can sympathize, not fitting in. Their debut performance goes off without a hitch, and the gang hit the streets of Trasvalar to celebrate. Drunken hijinks ensue as they enjoy the night. Fennel especially loosens up a bit more.
And you're like trying to stop it. You can see the bartender looks over to you then. I would not worry. These drinks are... we've had permission to serve them.
What?
See, when you have to say that you had permission to serve them, I feel like that's a little that, you know, when you have to
What?
clarify.
I'm sorry, but is there an issue?
No, I'm just trying to keep my friend from blacking out.
Oh, that would make sense. Drink too many of these and you end up like Alan, who gave us permission.
Okay.
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 I'm just gonna like take the glass out of Fennel's hand slowly
The empty
and
glass.
put it on the table. Yeah, two glass, just put them away. Alright.
You see the twins hey, do another one themselves.
Alright, they can drink. Just leave them.
Is there anyone else that's not drunk at this point?
Hunter's doing alright.
So
Hunter's
the
just-
only person that's fucking sober is the person with amnesia?
Yeah, he's just kind of like thinking his life, reading through the book.
Oh my god, guys. Guys.
Is
Why?
Ven, I don't think Ven's allowed to get drunk in this situation. My guys
No.
need to carry all of them back.
Ven,
Is this
Ven, I've
is
been
this a
meaning to-
normal occurrence?
Ven,
What?
Ven,
What is?
Ven,
What?
Ven, Ven, I need to know.
Puts both hands on his shoulder. Yes.
I need to know. You in Dargar's cabin. What does it look
I-
like? What's in there?
You know what, Fennel? It's absolutely beautiful. You'll just have to see it for yourself.
Oh, it
Words don't do it
sounds
justice.
amazing.
It is. It really is.
So, is it bigger on the inside, or is he in like a mansion? Because he's a,
You know what? There's no
he's-
words
he's
to
a big
describe
guy.
it. It's a little bit bigger than you might think, I think.
Whoa.
You see one of the twins looks over. You know what I think? I think we should break in.
No.
Yes.
No!
We have to see
No!
You know what? I agree. The other twin
No,
says.
no, I grabbed them both. No, we're not doing that. If
Hunter,
you want to keep your other leg.
Hunter points to the book. It says on here, guys, that you're not supposed to talk about or go inside of Dargar's cabin.
See, Hunter knows.
Jeff, I really need to see it.
Then again, I'm also curious because I have no recollection of what's inside.
Exactly. Then you can write it in your book.
I'll be honest, guys. I've seen inside. It's not really that much of a. Actually, it's really fucking cool. Walking up to Dargar's place with a saw in hand, the two twins and Fennel walking up. You see one of the twins goes, "Okay, Fennel, you go underneath."
Yeah. It just flops.
Alright. Thorn's gonna.
Buddy
Thorn's
flops onto the
gonna.
ground.
She's gonna roll up her sleeves inside, just be like, alright, time to get to work.
Fennel, someone's coming! Quickly, we gotta go
No,
quick.
I'm gonna use my rogue cripple thing that you gave me. Gonna just cripple him, cripple the other
God.
one, even though he's already crippled. Just take out their legs. Just try and knock them out as fast as I can.
Okay, Fennel, you grab the saw. You hear someone's coming. What do you do?
Well, because I'm lying down, aren't I? So,
Yeah.
and it's a saw, so I'm just kind of like trying.
You're like cutting against the wood.
Yeah, trying to find purchase. Because oddly enough, it's a saw. It's not Looney Tunes. It doesn't just go straight through.
You're having no purchase. You got your tongue out to sight. You're trying. It's like a wobbly saw, so it just kind of just constantly bends and bows as you're pushing him. Thorn, you walk over, you see the twins, you crack one of their ankles. One of them just falls down. The other one goes, "Ah, the other leg!" Oh,
She
both,
just whispers to herself, just like, God, I've wanted to do that ever since I met you.
both crippled onto the ground. Oh, fuck. No. What will I ever do? I'll never be a foot model again.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna walk over to Fennel. I'm sort of just gonna nudge his foot with mine. Not say anything.
Yes. This is Celestia. I'm doing routine.
I don't even.
Routine inspections.
Alright, I'm gonna grab your foot and just pull you out from under the cart.
How are you?
Good evening, Celesta.
Oh, she's still under there. She wanted help with inspections.
Okay, here's how this is gonna go. You're either gonna deal with me, or I'm gonna bring you to Dagar. Which do you think is worse?
Do you think you can get us inside the cabin?
I know I can get you inside the cabin.
Get us inside the cabin. Get us inside the cabin.
She snarls towards them.
Oh, my leg.
How? We're gonna go make a secret trapdoor.
She's gonna, real quick, knock out the twins. Just make sure they stop talking.
You knock them both out. The one who had 2 broken legs previously, and then from you, you see he pisses and shits himself.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave him there. I'm just gonna... Nope. Nope. Just gonna leave that there.
And you think I smell bad?
With a hearty goodbye to the mischievous marauding martettes, the circus leaves a little keepsake to each member of the party as a token to remember them by. Now, travelling by airship in a VIP suite no less, they journey to Leyront in style. A journey which will take a week. What's the worst that can happen in that week? Aboard the Cavalier, they have some time to unwind. But it doesn't take too long until stuff gets weird. Fennel starts seeing hallucinations and entities in reflections.
Yeah,
Oh,
and well,
Fennel?
Fennel. Oh, there's something weird. There was something in the mirror. And it was hovering over me. It made me look old, like really old. But I don't look old, do I?
No, you don't look old.
Dawn, do I look
Well,
old?
I don't know what old is for Tritons.
5 seconds old
Well, yeah.
when I saw you.
Grey, or yeah, different than this.
But what's with you seeing stuff? Are you okay?
Oh, I don't know. I thought the seaweed wrap would help. It's not helping. I
Has
don't
this
touch.
been going on for a while?
No, just to yesterday and today.
Ben looks around for any potential weird mirrors or things in this room.
You
Just
turn
in
around and you
case.
can see a small kobold who is also sat in the sauna.
He's just here.
Hey, should I go into the sauna next door?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, I thought
Yeah.
I'd ask.
to be honest with you, I didn't see him. He was so small.
I
I
didn't
kind of
see
have
him
a
either.
blind spot. Like anything that's below my knees, I don't see it.
So they must be a tripping hazard then.
Sometimes. Don't tell him I said that.
And the group come across a fey creature that refers to himself as Kilvin the Shadow Man. With an affinity for stories of the past, he has an offer for the party to share their story in return for someone else's, hinting at giving away the story of people who have affected their lives negatively. Not before playing with their emotions a little bit, as any fey would. Not wanting to trust an untrustworthy sort, they decline his offer.
You see On the table, a bar unit that has been left here with a fresh dolly with all new drinks and different sorts of spirits. You can see that in the actual trolley itself, there is a glimmer, a glint in the lights that shimmer and shine. You can see left in that dolly another metallic card.
He's everywhere. I'll pick it up.
You pick it up. This one says the magician. And the picture on this one you can see is of yourself. You see a pink-haired female figure stood in a woods. The surroundings are completely dark, but by your side you see this cloaked figure with a lantern next to them and is holding your back as you walk through these dark woods. The face is not illuminated by the light itself, but it seems to be guiding you forward through this forest. You flip it around and you can see the same language that you did not discern, but the markings, the lettering is the same. The Shadow Man.
Just two questions about the card. Do I have long hair? And is it snowy? Is the forest snowy?
Both
Or is it just
observations are correct.
Okay. I think she just drops it and runs out the room, just starts running. Doesn't know where she's running to, but she's running.
Tell me one good reason why we should let you terrorize us, apparently, because that's what you seem to do for fun.
Let me terrorize you. Please, you think I'm some sort of monster. I'm not. I'm a storyteller. I collect fables. And each one of you has a very interesting story to tell.
So that's it.
Then
We
perhaps
both go our separate ways.
No. I've had a taste now, and I want to know more. But I'm not going to force this on you. Not at all. I'm willing to trade. You see, I've told you I'm a collector of stories, fables. I know many men, women, powerful and weak. I can help you get a better understanding of those you seek to destroy. And there are many of you who wish to destroy. A simple trade. Divulge me in your past, and I shall show you something of the person you despise most.
what's the catch then?
That I learn. That I have a story to tell. There isn't anything malicious, Ven. Not everyone is out to get you.
And what's with the cards then?
The cards hold all the stories. And he pulls out another one, the Emperor. And you see sat in it. Then you see a familiar face sat there. And then he flicks it to the side. And Thorn, you see a familiar face in it. It shifts and changes. And Fennel, someone from your past you see in its reflection as well. Flicks it forward. And Thodane, you see a mystery figure. But one who you know who it's representing. The card disappears, reappears in the other hand. The cards tell all what's on the cards today.
Although heading to another continent, the airship has one stop-off point remaining, the Hourglass, Thodane's home. Thodane, accompanied by Ven, goes to his family home, where it's clear their family dynamic is an odd one, to say the least. A frosty reception by the mother and an open arms father leaves Ven awkwardly watching on, as they share some details on Kivli's last whereabouts. Thodane is also handed a box of his own stuff that he grew up with. A small teddy bear brings back a time of more innocent memories. Leaving the continent of Calzaria and on a heading for Les Ronces, the group get to know each other and they meet some friendly faces, those who are based in Les Ronces. Connections that could prove to be invaluable once they get there. But in relaxing aboard the ship, Ben confronts Ricker once again, and this time the similarities are too close to be ignored.
I think Ven's gonna grab him by the collar for a second
Mm-hmm.
and look at him. Kind of like a half glare, half studying his
Sure, yeah.
expressions after he does that.
You pull him in close and stare him down. As you do, you can only see the expression of the shadow behind him grow into this almost widened smile. You see the clouds push out further and further into this wicked-looking jack-o'-lantern smile as they grow closer and closer as you pull them in. There are more similarities than there aren't.
Who are you?
I'm Rika. I've told you who I am. Please let go.
Really? Are you sure? Think really, really hard, Ricker.
I've told you everything I know. Then I don't know what else more I can say to you.
Do you remember me? From before? A fountain?
I don't know what you're talking about. You hear the shadow shift closer. He lies. Clearly, he lies. You and I both know this is him. He is in an excellent spot. Then we can make him fall, and no one will be the wiser. Drop him into the sea.
I was joking when I said this, but I actually am going to have to solve a murder. What the fuck?
Is Ven gonna
No,
kill
we
a
won't
guy?
fucking. How are we going to find out?
Is Ven gonna kill a guy?
Like a stone in the sea, drop and forever forgotten. So easy. So much pain gone. And I'm sorry if someone hurt you, but that's not me. Lies.
Ven's gonna push him.
You're gonna drop him in?
Oh my god.
You let go of Ricker and you watch as he floats there in space, the effects of the potion still maintaining, and he just kind of like wipes himself down. I don't know what got into you, but that's not me. And you see as a shadow begins to coil around his leg,
no.
up and around his torso, and around his head. And you watch it pull him down. You hear a muffled sound as the shadow covered his mouth completely, and you watch as he falls as the shadow entity dispelled the potion that laid on him.
Ven is looking down at him in contempt and hatred as he lets it happen.
Holy shit.
The edges of his eyes slightly turning dark as if like root are coming out of them.
No one the wiser of Ven's actions, the group continue to explore the ship, whilst getting to know each other in their own loving ways.
Okay, then only Ven is blinded, but all of you are covered in paint, basically, I guess.
Oh my god!
I really want to punch him.
Make a save. Make
Yeah,
a
no.
save because I'm gonna punch him.
Yeah, no, you have priority because you do have Mage Slayers. What would you like to do?
I'd like to punch him.
Sure, go for it. Roll an attack roll.
God, first time Sienna's been violent. Jesus Christ.
It's almost like this fight or flight panic kicks into her. She's like,
Yes.
no!
This is like, why are you causing? Wait, okay, so it's just an attack roll with
Yeah.
with what?
That's why it's just strength.
Unarmed?
Because it's an unarmed strike.
We get pocket sand, and your first reaction is to punch him. That's amazing.
What's he
To be
doing?
fair,
Come on,
Ben
nat
did
20,
probably
please.
like
Nat
that.
20, nat
Please.
20, please.
Please.
Please, oh
Please,
god,
please.
please.
Please,
How
please,
long
nice
is it
God.
going?
Nat 20, please.
Please make it be a 20.
Guys, do you realize how bad Tiana's strength is?
No. Come on, we got this.
Okay.
We got
Diana,
this.
Diana, you have advantage. You have advantage.
10.
You
I
have
have
Advantage,
advantage. Okay,
yes.
wait,
He doesn't know this is
roll
coming.
that.
Advantage, please,
Please,
please.
Yes!
Yes!
Silvery Barbs.
Fuck you.
No! No!
No!
You little
Yes.
bastard!
Yes.
So then I'm going to need you to roll a perception check at disadvantage to see if you realize that someone's actually going to hit you in this moment. Because it's not.
Understandable.
Because you're pulling out the box and she's attacking you.
No, I definitely don't.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh my god.
Yes!
I've never
Sienna.
seen Cassie so happy.
Yes!
Sienna, you see Thordain pull out something. You've seen him pull out a gun before, and you're like, fucking hell! You instantly go to knock him the fuck out. Right hook, right in his dome. Thordain, you pull out the box with glee on your face as you're about to like spray Ven and the rest of your party members. As the spray and light is illuminating from it, you watch in slow motion to your right as Sienna's punching you square in the jaw as you just fall onto the ground. But the rest of you watch this happen in like 2 seconds flat.
I don't watch shit, I'm blind.
Oh yeah, you're blind.
I think Thorn's laughing her
I love how she
ass off.
fucking
Like the
cuts
first time you
off.
guys see her actually laugh, she is cackling. She is
And
cackling.
that's what the box does. Why am I on the ground?
The Sunset Ball, a celebratory night of fine dining, has a group dressed up to the tens, enjoying a taste of class sat alongside the captain of the ship, as well as the other notable figures they'd met throughout the day. The night starting off sweet ends up with a palpably tense air, as though something sinister is going on without anyone knowing. The group splits up and finds that the ship has unwanted guests on board, on the top and on the bottom floors. On topside, an army of underwater humanoids, a monstrous-sized sky serpent, and the Queen of the Tritons herself, declaring this ship has crossed over into her land of Ishvahi. In the belly of the ship, bombs were being planted by hooded figures looking to destroy the Sunset Ball, causing as many casualties as possible.
Coincidentally, many things are happening today on this ship. Would you like to see what's happening in the garden? I can take you there.
How?
Just take my hand. A leap of faith. Don't worry. If you try and push me off the floating ship, I will find myself back up here.
I knew.
Haha. Very funny. 30 seconds. Then you bring me back.
A deal's a deal.
Does he put out his hand for a
He
handshake?
does, yeah. Just take my hand.
Oh, I hate you. And he takes his hand.
Okay. You grab his hand, and you don't find yourself folding into space. Rather, the entire space around you folds away into something darker. You are out in the daylight, where the sun was setting and the mist was present. Now you find yourself in a place which is much darker, where green is the prominent color here. you watch as several elements are being placed around the glass that surrounds the floor of the dance floor you were just on. People with these like grappling hooks have shot their way up and have been placing these strange looking devices on to where you can see the footfalls of people dancing. As you can see, there is clearly more than meets the eye. And this is quite a diabolical plan. Are you sure you just want to stay for 30 seconds?
So from that, can I realize that these are fucking bombs that they're placing?
These seem to be some sort of explosives, yeah.
Do I get the feeling that I can interact with anything, or am I just kind of an observer?
You've been brought here physically. You are now here.
Ven's gonna cast message. Look, you don't know me. Something's going on. I need you to evacuate the whole ballroom right now.
Excuse me? What do you mean, evacuate?
Another message. Please, please, just listen to me. Something's going to explode above the ceiling. Please, just get out of there.
You can almost pinpoint where she is as you see the footsteps of hers stop. You see all the footsteps of everyone else continue to dance in this pattern, but hers, a single set of steps, just stop moving. And then you watch as more of them stop moving around her.
These two moments clash, and the party scrambles to help. With Ven coming across two figures disguised as guards, they try to help defuse the bombs.
Am I to take you back now? And then you hear as a hand wraps around his throat. And you watch as the shadowed form almost dissipates completely. And now you see his humanoid complexion as his neck is gripped by a human. And he looks to him. Kilvin, what is it you're doing here? Is this your doing? Trying to escape, are we? As then you see this man in guard attire, scar across his face, humanoid holding Kilvin by the throat. You roll an Arcana check for me.
Okay. 12.
You get the sense that Kilvin is surprised and his energy just completely just dissipates. The arcane magic, the shadow magic that he holds around him 24/7 just disappears in this moment as this man holds his neck. Behind you, then, you hear a female voice out of the wooded area. And where were you heading off to? What's all of this for, then?
The two guards, what is happening?
Then you see the other guard, the feminine guard. Now you can see Yuanti features snake-like scales down the side of their neck as she looks towards you. What is it they're doing up there?
Why should I tell you?
Well, it's quite important if you're trying to fuck everything upstairs.
Wouldn't know. I was there for 5 seconds.
So this isn't you, then?
Can I see what she means by that question?
She's gesturing to the bombs up above. She's asking if you're affiliated.
No.
And what about
I
him?
thought it was your doing.
What about Kilvin? What's his game in all of this?
Seems like you know him. You should know why he's here.
He's
This is
continuing to get choked.
entertainment. For him, amusing, if you will. No cards to lose for him.
Still holding his throat. You see.
What's your...
Go on, keep going. You're telling me that he has nothing to do with this, right?
Not as far as I'm aware, but keep an eye on him.
No, we will use him. Kilvin. He turns to face himself. You're going to help us get rid of this. If you don't, you know what will happen. Deal with it. And he pushes him forward, and you see the shadow re-emerges around him. All right. I'll handle it. But I'll only do half the work. You'll have to do the rest. You want to know who I am? I'm just someone who ended up in the wrong place. But luckily, I'm here to help.
With only Thorn left to confront the Triton Queen, it looks as though the ship is heading for a watery grave.
This is the one. The captain always goes down with the ship. She pulls the lever down, and the go on, yeah.
Can I try and take it?
How are you trying to take it? She's holding onto a lever which is fixed on the
lever.
helm.
Okay.
She's pulling the lever down.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Can I try and keep it there and hold it there so
Okay.
she can't move it? Okay.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
What the fuck is Freya?
God, if you exist,
Okay.
that's gonna be a nat 20.
Okay.
Close.
It's a 17.
Good enough. Maybe. I don't know. No!
Oh.
No! Why?
The reason
Sorry,
I
guys.
rolled that, I just felt it. I just felt
Sorry,
it in my
guys.
bones. I don't know what it was.
My bad.
We're gonna die. We're gonna
Yes,
die.
We're
We're
all
die.
going to die, and Max
You-
goes, hey, what
Sorry,
if
guys.
everyone's new
Sorry,
characters?
guys.
You
My
watch
bad.
as the handle is gripped, and you place your hand in between Thorn, but then you feel it pushed. This person is stronger than they look. And as they felt that tension, they look down in your direction. The invisibility is dispelled from you. She dispels the spell on you.
It was nice knowing your phone, I guess.
Yep.
It was nice knowing each of us.
As she holds down
Fun
the
campaign.
lever and puts it down, all of you, no matter where you are on the ship, feel the hum, the constant hum, turn into this deathly silence. Something you never really noticed before because it was a constant. But now that it's gone, there is just a quiet, a still quiet. And you're only left to the footfalls and the pondering, the screaming. For Thorn, she looks at you. Her purple irises stare at you. And you see she looks down. Child of the primordial, let the beast free. And Thorn, you feel a waver inside of you, and something in her words, free, free, just begins to echo in the back of your mind, and you feel the beast begin to emerge from you. And we're going to end the session there.
Fuck you.
In the chaos, casualties remained low. An explosion went off, and Queen Savaltari left as this was her warning to those who trespassed her borders. The party succeeded in getting the ship back on course, although it took everything out of them to do it. It didn't stop there. Fennell chased a small figure back to their room. Investigating their VIP suite, Thodane was drawn to his teddy bear, and it turns out this stuffed animal is actually alive. Snow Bear Barrington. He was the one sending suspicious mail and speaking to Thodane as an anonymous figure. A weird, but playful guy. Eventually, after over a week on the ship, they finally arrive at the capital of Leironce, Alexshire, home of arcane refineries, fire giants, noble houses, and great feats of technology, both physical and mental. If there was anywhere for a fresh start, to make something of yourself, it's here. If you'd like to see some of the moments we've mentioned in this recap, you have the full playlist down below for Still Hearts. And as well, we stream Still Hearts every Sunday. You can watch it live on Twitch or YouTube, or you can simply find the video afterwards here on YouTube. But thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Take care.